This is what I call sad irony, because Matt expressed that he was sad he did not get to go to Amber yesterday, despite doing a bunch of over-the-top heroic shit. Now you guys get ready to go to Amber, and you have the easiest possible way to get there. So, right.
Yeah.
Are you trumping the Amber with these guys?
Yes.
No problem. Everybody latches onto you like fucking.
Assuming it works.
Yeah. It doesn't.
Wait, it doesn't work?
No, he stares at the card, and it doesn't feel like it's connected. It's not cold or anything, so you're a bit concerned.
I hold on to it as well. Let's try to compare it onto the card. Maybe we need more power or something. I don't know.
No, we found that the trumps of the various inhabitants of Amber also were not working previously.
What?
So I wasn't sure if this would work this time or not.
I love his indignant thing. What the fuck?
Don't know if the firewall has been hardened against this sort of travel.
Alright, fine. What are we driving?
So, but yes, we may have to go the old-fashioned way.
I hate this part.
Yep.
Well, if you're correct, then all you'd have to do is actually pass out of the wall and
then do it. Exactly. We just got to get through the wall, and then we should be able to do it. Residual self.
You know what we need to do? Draw a sketch, or not a sketch, a trump of just outside the firewall.
Wouldn't work.
Wouldn't work? Oh.
It may not work. We don't know, but that is something we could attempt to do. Because it could be that the firewall is stopping anything from the trumps from going.
Yeah.
If you had some way to resist the cold, then you could maybe do something close to what he suggested and see what happens. But a little different. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. All right. So what do you guys do?
Well, we need to get dressed appropriately. As in winter clothes.
Ah, right. High-tech winter stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys all get dressed up in high-tech winter shit. God damn, you're hot. You're just overheating now. It's like...
All right, where's the car?
Where's what car?
We had a car in Biscayne, right?
Yes.
Does it work?
Yes, but once we hit the snow, it's not going to go anywhere. And if you got some ability to make it drive on top of the waist deep snow.
Yeah, right. Understand snow tires.
This is well beyond snow tires, Freddie. Snow tires are for when you got a couple of fucking less than 20 millimeters of snow or something like that, or centimeters of snow. That's good snow tire shit. This is up to your fucking waist. If you were sitting down in it, you'd be like doing the looking around, going, "Hey, man, snow."
Yeah, there's a reason.
Do you want to use the flying car then, or?
No, as far as I know, you've only just sort of worked out possibly how to.
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
I think I would like to support that idea of using the flying car for my own amusement.
The only other thing is the advanced lanyard. But I'm even worse than that.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, what we could do is we could do a sketch of either you guys were in the firewall when you beat up, what's his name? Zog, etc.
Yeah.
So, was there anything distinguishable that you saw in there? after the fact.
Those guys are well familiar with that area, and there's a lot of like holes and shit in the ground. The problem, once again, is in order to do any kind of Trump shit at your level, you need to sit there in front of it and go,
Okay, so not even the sketch side of things.
no, you guys suck ass at Trump right now.
Okay, so we can't, yeah. Because I was just thinking potentially a way around is to do a sketch, step through the sketch into the.
If you had a painting of that area, because there's enough shit there that you can make a nice. The problem you're going to have is you need to figure out a way to keep your paints from literally freezing, and be able to spend 2 days, and then you could paint a lovely thing, and then do a double jump.
Can we take a photo and then paint the photo?
Got to be sitting in front of your target for basically 2 days painting, and then you're good. Photo no work. Photo no bueno. Photography no bueno.
No.
Yana, did you turn off your microphone? It's unplugged itself again, Yana. Yeah.
Now?
Hey.
Hey.
I don't know why it does this.
Yana, if I lived any closer to you, I would just fucking buy you a goddamn microphone and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it'd work any better or not.
So, but if I'm a Santa Claus, I could make a Santa outfit. And what if I made like a tent, or with
Santa paint?
Tent.
Oh, a tent.
Tent which worked similar like the Santa outfits, so we could go there and paint.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Brilliant.
I support this idea.
I suspect we'll need to go to the North Pole to the Santa workshop first to do this, because the gear and the materials to make the Santa suit and the tent will be there. And potentially there'll be spare Santa suits there anyway that we can just take out of the house without having to worry about making them.
Okay.
So, which we know how to get to.
Still need a vehicle.
Well, there's two things we could either do. We could shadow walk there. I don't know. Well, depends. It's interesting. So, do we consider that to be its own little pocket zone, or do we consider that to be part of the world where Shermer, Illinois is, since that's where we ended up after you delivered your presents?
I think it's part of the Shermer world.
Okay, so in which case it's probably better for us to use the gate that we know about then to get there.
Oh, you know a gate?
Yeah.
Oh, that's handy. Okay.
Yes, there's a gate. That's how myself, Doc, and Alex got there. We went through a gate.
Well, also the North Pole zone did seem to be pretty small to you, just FYI.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing. That's what we're trying to work out. Because once we got onto the sled and flew and delivered the presents around the world, did we actually zone them?
Not really sure. Maybe.
Well, we didn't get cards, so no.
It's one way of looking at it. On the other hand, there may be places you don't get cards for as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my feeling was it was a small zone, but then I wasn't too sure about the whole thing about Shermer, Illinois. But we do know that Shermer, Illinois, for example, magic pretty much did not work at all.
Oh, right.
So
I think it's its own zone.
That world, where Santa's workshop is in that world are two different places.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So all right. So how about we shadow walk to the North Pole?
Okay.
We still need a vehicle, though.
Why?
It's a
Do you want to walk for 2 days?
Yeah.
Well, let's either walk for 2 days, or we travel there. We travel there in a horse and buggy, for example, or
a horse or something. Yeah.
Yeah, or a horse and sleigh.
I'm sure somebody has slaying skill.
Someone has
Just
the other slaying skill,
yes.
I'm sure.
Just have the buggy skill.
The sleigh bells ringing, just hear those sleigh bells ringing and jingling and dingling it too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you.
Well, we can take a horse and buggy there.
Yeah. Let's try it then.
Who's riding the horse?
The horse gets attached to the buggy, and we steer the buggy.
Yeah, but we need to make sure the horse goes in the right direction.
Yes,
And
that's what the steering of the buggy entails.
And you can do that, right?
Yes.
Okay, great.
I have some skill in steering a buggy.
All right. So, no problem.
No, we need food as well, just in case.
Yes.
Pack some food. Yeah.
Well, there's not a whole lot of space for food and stuff like that in the hansom cab.
Well, I can put it in my backpack. Just one day's worth
Yeah,
of
but
food.
I mean, there's not a lot of space in the hansom cab, period. It's
For a backpack?
if you put the backpack on your lap, but it depends on how long you're out for.
Well, we can ride around outside and come back if it doesn't work, and then we'll go out again and come back if it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Unless you get lost forever.
Unless we get lost forever. Yes, exactly.
Here, let's see, underneath Spatula City, because I don't think that everybody may be as familiar as Sherlock Holmes is with a hansom cab. Here is a picture of. Oh wait, how big is this fucker? Hold on, let me check the size real quick. Oh, that's perfect. Here's a picture of a hansom cab. Just to let you know pretty much how it's a little cramped with two people in it. There you go. And that'll be Holmes in the top hat in the back, and you guys both wearing a fez squeezed into the passenger seat.
That's fine.
Alrighty then. I mean, you can you can get a couple of days worth of fucking food in there, but
yeah.
So that's what a hansom cab looks like.
Yeah.
The
There's
advantage
probably under the seat. There's probably storage under the seat or something.
Yeah, a little bit. The advantage of the hansom cabs is that they are very maneuverable and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you want it, well, yeah. So you're not sure how the wheels are going to go in the snow, though.
Well, hopefully, yeah, we'll see how we go when we get there, and hopefully it's not too big a zone. Yes.
Yeah, but it'd be a pity to lose.
We'll need to, as part of the journey getting from here to there, we'll need to transition to a snowy climate as part of your transition.
Well, if we need to leave, can we still use the trumps in this zone?
Yeah.
Okay, so if it's an emergency.
So what we do is we do this in a couple of stages. We take some materials with us.
Yeah.
We go to the Santa's workshop. We then potentially create a trump of a Santa's workshop.
That way, Santa Claus can go there easily for her.
If we need to return to Santa's workshop, we've got an easier way of doing it. And anyway, we're not going to need the materials to create trumps once we get the Santa suits and the tents.
As a side note, they have plenty of shit to create trumps there because they have to have paints for all the little girls and boys' toys and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because Yana gets to give those out to everybody because they're all on the fucking nice list, even if they're rotten little shits.
Yes.
All right. So let's go shopping. I mean, let's go to North Pole.
Yes.
Okay. Given the amount of snow and stuff in the North Pole, if you'd like to try modifying the hansom cab so that it has both wheels and skis, kind of like the what's it called, the advanced
lanyard.
What do they use here when it snows? Do they already have things that they fit onto the cabs,
Generally they have totally separate cabs for that kind of thing.
Okay. Oh, we'll get this modified so that we.
Oh, we also need something for the horse as well, so it doesn't freeze to death.
Horse blankets, stuff like that, no problem.
Yeah.
Here's the question: are you guys wanting to try to modify the cab itself, or would you like to let NPCs attempt to modify the
We'll
cab?
attempt to let somebody competent at woodworking modify it.
No problem. Shows the guy, oh, I'm a great carpenter. I can do it. He's got the big.
Unless either of you are competent at woodworking and carpentry.
Unfortunately,
no.
We will pay somebody competent here to do it.
No problem. You're pretty sure he'll break down and kill you all at the wrong time, but Mr. Beaver will attempt to do it. He's like, oh, yes, you have to stop by and visit the missus sometime at the dam. Have tea and crumpets together with the Australian ambassador. Wouldn't that be a hoot?
Indeed.
Watching on his face, she's like, I'm going to kill the beaver and skin it. I can get a big skin off of this motherfucker. All right. He says it's going to take a couple of days to do it.
Alrighty.
In the meantime, then, can I practice making a trump of the embassy myself?
Yes. You guys can all go and have paint time at the embassy if you'd like to try to paint a trump of the embassy. And everybody can have one attempt and go back and see what Mr. Beaver has made for you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Painting.
Nope. That's in the amount of times I've made my painting roll.
I'll play my skill 5. Come on, Trump.
Oh, that was so close.
You can do it. That's a whirlwind of activity today.
Oh, man. Oh, well.
Gesundheit, you sneezy bitch. Oh, while you got the garage open, could you take the thing under the radiator? The metal pole under the radiator? Oh. Okay. Okay. Right. So after wasting a couple of days painting and whatnot, you guys go back, and the beaver guy goes, we have this. Yes. You think it'll work? He shows you how you crank down the thing. You have to, in order to crank it down, you pretty much have to stop the carriage. And then he's got like a jack thing, so it lifts up the wheels, and then you can crank down the air thing and then lock it into position and then crank down the thing. And then the wheels are just kind of hanging there, but the skis are a little lower. He says, is this okay?
Lovely. Perfect.
Then could you do me a favor here? And he's got like some board that says,
by appointment to the Australian Embassy.
Oh, he loves it. He loves it. He whips out board thing. Yeah, it's okay. And yeah, he has you sign it and stuff like that. He has somebody come in with a big, huge box camera, and you stand there for 20 minutes while you're getting your picture taken with him. This is why nobody smiled in the old-timey pictures, is because it took so goddamn long to get the picture taken. You couldn't move for a long time. Yep. So yeah, no problem. You now have a snow wagon thing. Yeah, a modified hansom cab. You're not sure how you're going to do. You okay, Pete?
Yeah, I was just adjusting my headset. So.
Are you listening out for the dogs because they're evil?
No. So I can hear my voice better, so I know whether or not I'm talking too loud.
You weren't. I've still got you cranked up on the volume. I'll let you know if you start screaming.
Lovely.
Because you're really loud and blustery all the time. All right. So no problem. You guys get in that. You're not sure how it's going to handle for you because you have no sledding type experience. So it'll be a new skill for you to pick up because you've always wanted to learn how to operate a sled. So you guys then, plus the brake, the beaver guy tells you doesn't work when the sled is going. Just they'll stop the wheels though.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and you guys begin heading out. Give me your handsome cab type of skill there, Pete.
Oh, nice.
He's really, really good at driving a buggy. And who's doing the shadow shifting to start? Who's first attempt?
I'll do it.
All right.
Nope.
Who's
Go for
next?
it. Mildred?
I will try.
Mm-hmm. Let me know if you're getting food and stuff, Matt.
No.
We'll give money. All right. It all comes down to
Oh, nice.
right. No sled roll required, as you pretty much just stop in front of Santa's workshop.
I shall take. Where's my list?
Oh, you get a new thing now?
Oh, yeah, I critted.
No. Right. Hold on a minute. Let me take a look. See, go to North Pole Rocks.
Hell ride or second attempt or detect power pattern. All right. Do I know? Can I know which of those is a dead end and which of those keeps going?
Yeah.
I know they're all...
I'm a sweet guy, so give me a second. I'll call up the.
I've got enough food from yesterday for today. So
Okay.
I don't know if you want to just order on your own or.
Mm.
Come back to work tomorrow, so I don't want to order extra food.
Throw it out. Feel your American side kicking in. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Well, in that case, do you normally pay with your card?
No, you either pay with cash when they get here. Or...
Okay. Can do. All right.
Is there any chance in the next 15-20 minutes you can take like a 10-minute break? I just want to hoover while I'm up and doing stuff. I want to hoover the carpet. It should only take about 5 minutes.
No worries. Just let me know when you want to do it, and we'll take a break.
Downstairs now.
Okay.
Then when I get downstairs with it, I just want to flip this, and I'm going to go for a shower. I'd rather do it before I go for a shower. Yeah.
Understood.
So,
Whirlwind of activity. All right. So let's see. Pete, you got the walking through. Your different options are Hell Ride, Royal Road, attempt to travel through Shadow one more time, or detect power pattern. All of them are kind of dead ends, although detect or travel through Shadow more keeps going.
Okay.
But the one that do you already have detect power pattern?
No, I've got Royal Road.
Then the actual one that climbs up in the skill toward the more powerful shit would be detect power pattern. It's a once a day thing, and then
Yep, the one that Doc has been trying every single day. Yes, I will take detect power pattern then.
Okay. There's other shit that goes off of that as well. Lots of other shit, because it's crazy how much shit there is.
Could you please put the description of it?
Yes. And it's a new skill for you.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Thank you. That's what I've got to do. I've got to put my learn. All right, we arrive at Santa's workshop.
You guys pull up outside of Santa's workshop, and the elves are like, Santa's back! Yay! They're inexplicably, all the elves go around holding hands with each other, just like in groups of two and such. Sometimes they'll switch who they're holding hands with and such, and that way they're much like Venusians. So they come up and they gather around.
Could you please stable the horse?
Yes, we can, Santa's friend.
Thank you.
They take away the horse, and they after dragging it for a while, they eventually figure out how to lower the skis and do all that stuff, and then take it away. Santa,
Yes.
come on in, have some cocoa.
No.
Oh, it's great, Coco. I've been working hundreds of years on this recipe.
Really?
Not too hot, not too cold, and it has just the right amount of chocolate.
It sounds really good.
Great, come
I
on
have
in. We'll get you some.
I go with them.
Santa Claus has gone crazy at this point. So you guys all go into the workshop where it's a lot fucking warmer.
So how goes it?
Santa, we've
Yes.
been having problems.
Oh no.
Because you've put so many people and you've checked them as nice,
Yeah.
this means we're having to go over the normal quota of toys.
Yes.
Elf leader says we are not making a quota.
Now I have to deal with unions and stuff.
That's your job, Santa.
No, it's not. Okay, just fucking make the gifts and toys and don't bother me with it, okay?
But Santa, we've got a lot of little questions we'd like to ask because somebody wanted to make the rocking horses just a little bit bigger, but that will take more wood and such. But it will make it so the kids can use them longer. But we are worried that the younger kids, if they fall off, they have further to fall from the floor, and that's just the rocking horses. Not to mention the
Why
dollies.
don't you make two versions, one for little kids, one for older kids?
Well, then we're moving out of standardization, and once we do that, then the whole thing begins to break down. Plus, of course, we're running low on blue paint. Can you get us more blue paint, Santa?
Why are you so fucking perfectionist? Just do something. It doesn't matter. The kid will be happy that they will fall off and die. It doesn't matter. They will be happy.
But Santa, it will be Christmas. We can't
Exactly.
their hearts or their heads when they fall off the horses.
But they will be happy. Isn't it about bringing happiness to people?
Well, bringing happiness to people doesn't mean having their child die from falling off of a horse.
No, but the child will be happy, okay? So,
Not the dead Santa.
but it will die happy. So,
You're
it's like
Coco Santa.
it's like it would be happy forever if it is happy and then it's dead. That's like, saving it from all the future troubles.
They all just stare at Santa.
I'm Santa, do what I say.
Have some cocoa, Santa. Sometimes when you're kind of crabby and stuff, you need a Snickers bar. When it folds it up, that will make you nice and kind again. Because right now you're kind of
Who
being.
organised your sponsor deals?
Huh?
Who organised your sponsor deals?
Wow, that was Fred. Hey, he's wearing like a bunch of different logos and stuff on his elephant.
And what cat is Santa getting?
Cat? Well, we got to do something to keep this place going.
How did
Santa
the
can
old-
have another glass
how
of
did the-
cocoa if she finishes this one.
How did the old Santa do it?
Huh? The old Santa? Wow. He gave us profit sharing and stuff like that. We've been wanting to go over some of the pay packets and stuff, Santa.
We could also cancel Christmas, okay? So Be Happy Christmas is still existing, that we are not delivering only weapons. So calm yourselves, do work. I don't care, okay?
Give me a leadership role to get them to do what you want instead of standing around bitching about things that they want.
Leadership. That's a skill I don't have.
You will build it because you are Santa Claus.
Is it even a skill?
It's a right.
Yeah, it's a Latin.
One of them goes, say ho, 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 Santa.
Never.
You gotta, Santa. It's part of the thing.
I fumbled.
The elves are beginning to riot.
Guys.
Support we will. Yeah, have fun. We need this shop to work properly.
Because Freddy's trying to save Christmas.
Well,
Alright, well, it's been.
Well, they're not rioting, they're just discontent. Now, one of the elves says, is the winter of our discontent.
it's always winter here, okay? Don't Don't get too excited.
Oh.
But we came for an important thing, okay?
Yes, Santa. The elves look attentive.
Santa suits. Are there any? How are they made?
We make them with love.
Oh. Hmm.
Ew.
Yeah, we need 10 of them.
No,
Yeah.
you don't need
No.
10 of them.
Don't listen
That's
to
how you bargain.
She's Santa. She doesn't need to bargain.
Yes. So
I mean, have you met,
What are
have
the
you
elves?
met these elves?
we need some.
You need to talk to the head elf about your pay packet situations. I point at Freddie.
Everybody looks at Freddy.
Anyway, back to what Santa needs.
What about what I need? Says the elf in the back.
Wait to let Santa finish. Then you may have your turn with the head elf here.
Everybody looks at Freddy, the head elf.
Wait.
Dress him like an elf. Dress him like an elf.
You had the elf costume and everything, Freddie. So she
Oh, yeah, I guess
you're
you're
the
right.
head. Yeah, the head elf.
Oh, it's fine.
I'm giving Pete a card for reasserting Freddy as the head elf, despite
But also,
Freddy.
Freddie, it will assist you with building up your bureaucracy and.
I guess you're right, yeah.
Freddy, you go off. Give me a bureaucracy roll. Other elves wait to see what Santa wants. If you can give me a simple bureaucracy roll, you can work out all this HR shit.
I do have a skill plus 10 card if you wish it, Freddie.
Sure.
He yelled encouragement after you.
Let me discard down to 10 and then give you that.
Just play the card. I'll give you
Okay.
something.
Pete, give us one of those useless corporate mantra things.
I can't even think of one off the top of my head at the moment. I must admit.
You have to push the paradigm, something like that.
Oh yeah, that sort of rubbish. Yes.
Yes.
You need to talk to him about becoming more agile. There you go. Agile is the new buzzword in corporate.
So,
Mhm.
what you need to do is grow more spices. Then you'll get more.
Give me a bureaucracy roll, Freddie. If you turn
I
Santa.
did. That's why I failed it.
Oh, all right. And the elves just. I'll get back to what happens to Freddie in a second as the elves doing something horrible to him. Yeah, you're gonna with that roll. Just so Freddie's aware, you're gonna get thrown out of a window. Meanwhile, over to Santa.
So Santa needs some Santa suits, like 3, and then I would like a tent with the same properties as the Santa suits.
Santa's going camping.
Kind of.
Why can't Santa go camping and have some leisure time? Apparently, occasionally.
Santa's never gone camping before.
This is the new improved Santa,
Yes.
obviously.
Improve my ass, says an elf in the background.
Who said that?
Come over here.
All the elves scatter back, and there's one guy, like, there's a really old elf, and there's another guy who says in the same voice, "It was him. Let's get him." He points to a really old.
Hold it. I'll go pick up the elf by the back of his collar.
Ah!
So
Carry
what
him over to Santa.
did you say?
Nothing. He says, "It was him." He points to the old elf. "I don't know what's going on," says the old elf.
All right. So, how many of you have paddles?
They have the paddles that are in the paddle and ball game.
All right. So, 10 of you, 5 each side with a paddle.
They look at Santa.
Good.
Right. He gets a paddle and
He wanted his ass improved.
We are just helping him.
right. Freddie, are you sticking with your bureaucracy roll?
Yeah.
All right. Hold on a second here. Let me check something. Give me a luck roll, Freddie. I'm assuming you don't want to go through rounds of combat with the elves and you're happy just to take the punishment they mete out.
I'm very curious to see how they managed to
Oh,
actually lift
man.
him at all.
So,
Cool. Right. Roll
Do you
d12.
know how to spell defenestration, Freddie?
Roll d12 damage on yourself, please.
I'm assuming
9.
that's about what's occurring.
It's 4 real, 5 stun. There's a shattering of glass, and the head elf goes, ah! And just lays there in the snow spread eagle.
You know, the people that did that, that's coming out of their wages.
One of the elves goes, we'll make a new window. Goes over, kicks Freddy.
Why don't you make them out of candy glass anyway?
It gets really cold here, mister.
damn, elves and their stupid ass.
So you double glazing, are you?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. We're trying to be a green factory. You see, part of what Santa is all about is helping the children. And to help the children, we try not to really mess up their planet too much. Because of that, we have many green initiatives going on. One of them is the heat emissions we're trying to keep down and whatnot. To do that, we're double glazing. Mm-hmm.
Very good. So
Yeah.
anyway, how are you going with those Santa outfits and tent?
The elves move off muttering darkly.
How long will it take?
One of them says in the back as they file into the workshop. Freddy's still laying there, spread eagled, muttering about
Hey, Santa, have you spoken to Mrs. Claus yet?
You're starting to think that time will be soon because there is an angry Mrs. Claus on her way.
I was going to say let's go over and set up base in your house for the couple of days it takes for the Santa suits or whatever, and we can see if there's any spare in there, and we can
Some
paint.
60-year-old woman is angrily striding toward you.
I hide behind Joshua.
She comes up. She has the red cheeks, the small round glasses, hair in a bonnet, and she goes,
Good day, madam.
"Hello, who is Santa Claus?"
He is.
That's an interesting philosophical question.
See, he's trying to get out of it.
I'm going to go get my husband's rocket launchers and find out quick, she says, unless I get some answers. Geez, Santa Claus, says one of the elves. Yeah, and then he flips off Santa Claus and goes and hides. Oh, those little bastards. He's like, she marches around McKay and glares at you.
I go around McKay, so he's in.
You play the bring around the McKay for a while. The elves are like, oh, this would be a lot better if we gave each of them a different color of ribbon or something. Oh, yeah, he'd look great. What do you think, red and green? Of course, red and green. We always do fucking red and green, Aaron mutters.
What do you want? I say.
I want my husband back is what I really want. But since I'm stuck with you, you can do, she says, continuing to march around McKay.
Well, you know that your husband was the one who decided to leave, unfortunately. You shouldn't be blaming Mildred for that.
Exactly. It's not my fault.
That's fine, but I don't need an absentee Santa Claus. I want somebody who's actually interested in running it. And I don't think I didn't hear about all the weapons you shipped out last year to the kids, she says.
Weapons are great. What is your problem?
That was not great. Get back here, you, she says.
I thought I have complicated relationships, so this is even worse.
Now you have another wife. Mm-hmm.
How about we go and sit down and have some cocoa and cookies and discuss this like civilized people?
Yes, good idea. Great idea.
Talk roll McKay to get her to calm down enough to agree to milk and cookies. You're a full because, of course, milk and cookies.
Yep.
Very well. Got two. You're all sitting there with milk and cookies. A couple of the elves have blow dryers on Freddy, and they're trying to get rid of the snow wetness that's on his front part.
Mrs. Claus, do you have a medical kit?
Go get the standard first aid kit. One of the elves runs off, comes back, hands it to her. She hands it to McKay. It makes an odd rattling noise.
Yeah. I open it up and look at it.
Well, that would explain it. When you open it up, it's apparently all the medical stuff have been replaced with candy canes.
Okay, there you go, Freddie.
He gives you a candy cane.
Thank you. I suck on it.
No problem. The elves are sitting there.
It's hopefully a magical candy cane.
I
Yeah,
suck on it
there it
harder.
is. One of the elves who wanders off. I can tell him where to stick that goddamn candy cane. He says as he goes in the other room.
Why are the elves such an asshole?
Because Santa is, says Mrs. Claus, sipping her milk.
Shut up.
You shut up.
So why did Santa decide to hand over his reins to Mildred in the first place?
I don't know.
I think it was probably he was fed up with her. Look at her. Who would like to live?
I'll lean over to Mildred.
It looks like Mrs. Claus is getting ready to toss milk into Mildred's
Mildred,
face.
now might be a time more to practice your training in regards to psychology and assist Mrs. Claus work through some issues.
Oh, that, of course. Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Claus, how do you feel about your husband leaving you?
Give me a psychoanalysis roll. Harley Quinn is back. You're -10. She's really not wanting to give up
Would
her.
you like a skill 15, Mildred?
Well, that would give
I'm
her.
not good at psychoanalysis, so maybe I can. -10 or minus.
Skill
-10.
15.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's up to you. If you think you can do it without it, go for it.
Right.
She's really good at this normally.
Not that good.
But she gets milk thrown in her face, and Mrs. Claus screams, "Bitch!" and fucking tackles her. And it looks like we're having fun.
I'll sit there smoking my Santa pipe using my Santa lighter.
I try to kill her.
All right, we go into combat rounds to attempt to kill Mrs. Claus. And
Great.
round one.
Could you try and do it without so much blood and death?
No.
Help you work it out. Come on.
Mildred, it's all you. You're both in the knocked down position as Mrs. Well, actually, let me check on Mrs. Claus's surprise sneak attack.
Well, as the head elf, I need to help Santa.
Yes.
So I'll try and help.
Good.
Really?
Yeah.
Seems to be. In fact, McKay's smoking a Santa pipe.
Look, if Santa dies, we'll get no Santa suits. Santa needs to be alive.
Right. Heroes are first. Yana, what do you do?
I try to. Can I strangle her?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a grapple roll to latch onto her throat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
Yeah, this got her hands on her throat. And we're over to no problem. Next round she'll maybe start taking some damage. We'll see. And we're over to Freddie. It looks like the woman with no name's definitely got the upper hand on Mrs. Claus.
I'll like grab her from behind and like try and hold on to her. Basically.
Give me a grapple roll on poor Mrs. Claus.
Grapple. Any bonuses if she's already a grapple? Or no.
No.
Okay.
Because she's still rolling around a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately for you.
Yep.
There you go.
Got it. No problem. Cut to it shows like one of the elves rush into where the other elves are and go, Santa's fighting Mrs. Claus. And it's a replicated scene out of the Matrix where like one person hops over the table and everybody rushes out of the room type deal. And right. The elves for their round rush in. Mrs. Claus attempts some Krav Maga. She failed. And now we go to next round. The elves have rushed in the room and they are like, the big elf is cheating. Get him. And we now go to heroes are first and have a small chance of getting knocked down. Reading somebody their rights is approved. Freddie, you.
All right. I'm going to say to the elves, You have a right to not get paid if you interfere.
All right, and the elves go noted, and over to ever going into more darkness, Yana.
I continue strangling Mrs. Claus.
Okay, let's see. Go ahead and roll your unarmed damage. Since you've got a strength of better than 80, you can knock it up for that as you choke the life out of Mrs. Claus.
So that's D4.
10 minutes.
Whenever you want.
Yeah, when you can.
Yeah, any time.
It's outside, so I'm ready to go in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just want to give you.
As soon as the combat's done, it'll be a great time then.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, you do 2 points to Mrs. Claus, and let's see, anything from McKay, or you're just gonna sit there quietly smoking the pipe?
You have the right to have a cat fight.
Pick a card, and right, bad guys go. Mrs. Claus attempts to break your grip. Right. What's your strength, Yana?
My strength is
Like 80 something?
87.
God damn. Okay, so call it 85. So that's a lot up. She tries for a super low number now. And right, several elves begin attacking the shit out of Freddy using sharpened candy canes and such. Wow, 1 hit. Right. And Freddy takes, holy shit, 3 points of damage as one goes and jabs a sharpened candy cane into your foot through your shoe. This really hurts considering you've just recently taken a lot of damage from being defenestrated by these little cocksuckers. And now we go to leave her alone, shouts the elf. Next round. Villains are first, can't use hero points, laughing evilly and lighting a bomb. The old days, McKay. And right, so the elves attempt to attack Freddy again. They've got a super low chance to hit, but by God, they're motivated. Oh, another 1 hit.
Wow.
All right. Different one with the sharpened candy cane. Attempts to strike as high as it can. 1 point, says Freddy. And meanwhile, Mrs. Claus attempts to go, and she just starts hitting Santa, or trying to.
I still have a grapple, though.
Good point. Right, she flails around.
That's what I thought.
Right. Meanwhile, Freddy is going down from the elves, I'm betting, because he's super wounded already, and the elves are now stabbing the fuck out of him. So, right, going over to Hero's turn. Freddy.
I want to. Is Mrs. Claus up or still on the floor?
Her and Santa are rolling around on the floor, and Santa's choking the shit out of her.
I want to assist with the choking.
Tricky, because Santa's got her hands wrapped around her throat.
Oh, okay. Fair enough then. Then I'll just like while grappling Mrs. Claus, just kick one of the elves away from me.
Give me a kick at half. Meanwhile, over to Santa.
Santa continues.
Roll unarmed damage. Don't forget your strength bonus or whatever. Holy shit. One of the elves goes,
Two again.
Okay, keep track of Mrs. Claus' damage. I'm not sure why you're attempting unarmed again, Freddy. You already have her grappled, and you did kick the elf.
Wait, that was martial arts, sorry. I clicked the wrong button.
Oh.
I meant to do martial arts. Yeah.
It's really no point. These guys don't have many hit points. Pretty much if you connect, they're fine. Oh, there you go. Skill horn. Good. No problem. There's more elves are coming in, and they're like, get the big elf. He's cheating. Meanwhile, McKay, one of the elves near you goes, more cocoa, sir?
Thank you. I'll attempt to blow smoke rings.
Give me a blow smoke ring roll. Next round. Heroes are first and get a free reroll. Villains are second. Acrobatics is approved. Wow, a new skill for you. He's blowing smoke rings. The couple elves are
Should I call it smoke? Should I call it smoke tricks or just smoke rings?
The smoke tricks is fine. Yeah, I mean you can not get too complicated with smoke tricks and shit. You're not vaping for God's sake. Right. And
things through.
Going over to Freddy. Freddy, looks like you're going to get ambushed by a lot of elves. They are just lining up with various things. Oh shit! One of them's got some Legos.
I let go of Mrs. Claus.
Okay.
Turn to the elves and stare at them menacingly.
Give me an intimidation roll. Good luck. They look like they are out for your blood. It's the guy from HR, one of them says. Kill!
As Yana disappears into the darkness.
Pretty much.
I'm going to use my free reroll.
Go for it. Good luck. This is your big intimidation moment. Fumble. Kill me. Yay! They say and begin just stabbing the shit out of you. It's like watching Children of the Corn or something. You've got like half a dozen that are going to be stabbing the shit out of you. Meanwhile, over to Santa.
Yeah, continuing with my hand job of killing this woman.
I wouldn't call it a hand job. That's a different thing. But all right, so go ahead and give me an unarmed damage roll there. Anything from McKay this round? Acrobatics is approved if you'd like to stand up and start doing some flips or some weird shit.
That's okay.
All right. So, right. Looks like she's slowly choking the life out of Mrs. Claus. Right. Meanwhile, Freddy, six of the elves are stabbing him to death. One hit. Miss. Two hit. And miss. And three hit. So, damage, are you down? 1 and 3 and 6 total.
Just check. I believe. Yep, that's exactly how much I have left.
So you're unconscious?
Unconscious. I have stun damage. So yeah.
No problem. Holmes, you notice one of the elves is like, "Can I borrow your Gurkha knife, sir?"
No, he's out. He's no longer interfering. Leave him alone.
Give me an intimidate roll as you talk very strictly to this elf.
Wouldn't it be fun if Freddy died?
You want a skill 10, by the
It
way.
would be badly funny, but funny.
You're unconscious. You cannot trade cards.
Oh, yeah, good point.
No.
There's only one card you can play on yourself when you're unconscious, and that's the wake up card.
Yeah.
I shall play the skill plus 15 card.
Oh, you don't want him to have his head removed and put on top of the Christmas tree like the elves are planning? They always have a Christmas tree up.
Ew. Not a fumble though.
Up for this head! Meanwhile, on Santa, you already choked her, so right. Several of the elves are preparing Freddy for decapitation, and one of them has a big scissors thing, and it's getting it lined up on his pinky. And he goes, "I've always wanted a fucking necklace of human pinkies." Next round, pretty sure that he's going to lose a pinky at least. Heroes are first screaming at least until he sleeps a good night's sleep, and then it may come back. Who knows? Screaming in terror is approved. Oh, Freddy, if only you were conscious enough to do that. Heroes are first. First, Santa, go ahead and do your damage, and let me know what Mrs. Claus is up to. You could just choke the life out of this old woman's making you so irrationally happy.
Yes,
how much damage is she up to total?
9.
She's definitely turning purple. McKay?
Arms outstretched. I'm going to basically attempt to do a group tackle on the elves to get them off Freddy.
Oh.
I want a grapple at half to go and just plow into these little fuckers. If you miss, then you'll get. Well, I'll let you know what happens if you miss.
Yeah, well, it may also draw their attention off Freddy.
Pretty sure you're a finger though, because nobody fucks with elves. Now, if you fumble, That would be super, super funny.
Uh,
Excellent. You miss all the elves. They all like pause as you launch over them, and it just shows it from the elven point of view. It just shows like the slow motion, like the battleship from the first Star Wars movie passing
I
over.
shall spend one
Oh.
hero point on this.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. Yeah, you managed to tackle off most all of the elves that were getting ready to chop his head off. So you're saving the head. I figure the finger is expendable at this point.
well, the intent is to have Freddy not die.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. No problem. The elves scatter, with the exception of the one who attempts his strength roll this round to. Oh, I'll do Mrs. Claus in a second. Strength roll to get that finger to pop right off. Ah, it's working it. Yeah. Goddamn safety scissors, it says. And over to Mrs. Claus. She attempts to punch Santa in his. No, she is not a fucking commando. So. Right. And apparently, the woman with no name is doing much better in the cat fight than the 60-some-year-old rosy-cheeked woman she's choking life out of. Good for you. Heroes are first, villains are second. Spending a hero point on actions approved. Skip Freddy as he's unconscious. Over to Santa. Go ahead and roll some damage for choking life out of Mrs. Claus. You can't break your iron grip.
Oh, great. So she's at 12.
She goes, now she's passed out, but not dead yet. If you just keep the grip, then you keep doing damage and shit. Because right now, you know she's at 6 and 6. So another few rounds of this, you will literally choke her to death. And over to Holmes.
I'm going to do telekinesis. Yes, I'm going to do telekinesis on the elf trying to cut his finger off.
Classy, go for it.
Because I believe, due to the size of him, this will actually work on him. Because
they are tiny. Yeah, although it's muttering about safety scissors and stuff right now.
Yes, it works.
The elf drops his safety scissors in shock and horror as he's brought into the air. The other elf stopped him.
I'll attempt my catch roll.
If he fumbled it.
Oh, well, I missed him.
He goes, Butterfingers, slams against the wall. And we now go to next round. Mrs. Claus.
By the way, everybody witnessing loses then.
All right, no problem. Yeah, I think Gianna's busy, so the elves all go, You're going to like this round, Pete. Heroes are first, villains are second, saying reach for the sky is approved. Freddy lays unconscious. Over to Santa Claus. What do?
Continue.
You continue choking damage. What's that, Freddy?
She's gonna kill her, really? Wow.
Oh, of course she is. She's fucking Santa Claus, and Santa Claus is nobody's.
She said she was going to, so I knew that was her intent.
Mm-hmm. And over to McKay.
Just making sure the were any of the elves looking like they were making a move back to Freddy?
Oh yeah, they want a piece of him.
Reach for the skies.
Right, take a card, McKay. And next round, heroes are first. Taking covers approved. Right, Yana, give me some damage. Let me know when you're up to 24, basically, because then you're definitely fucking dead. There's quicker ways to kill somebody, but none there quite so dissatisfying to you. And over to Holmes.
Yeah, basically protecting Freddy from being killed.
All right. Yeah, the elves dart in and out, but they the one of them does really want his finger, and he's like, look, if you give us his finger, this could all end. Otherwise, we'll have to kill you. We don't want to kill you because you aren't from HR like he is. Give us his finger or his penis. Pick.
Why don't you two go over in the corner and practicing glittering each other?
We need that finger. It's the only way he'll learn.